So it is my great pleasure to welcome all of you this morning. And maybe we just, I just give you an idea where this smart programming actually comes from. So the theme of the day will be really about methods that you can use for programming or software development more generally. And one particular focus area that we're going to look at is constraint programming, a method that is good at solving very difficult combinatorial optimization problems. And we're actually going to look into two different aspects. One is, how to model problems of this type well, and then actually what kind of significance do these methods actually, or constraint programming as a method, has for software development. If you look on software development, then traditional software engineering. So I'm a professor at KDH in computer science. So many of our students will learn, a basic or take a basic software engineering course, and then you will realize, if you look over the curriculum over the course, that these courses tend to be very much focused on processes, right? But I'm a core computer science person, so my area of expertise and interest always has been methods, right? So computer science is a very much method-driven, area, and so the idea of this day is actually to complement a little bit, the more method-oriented view of software development with a traditional process-oriented view. Right, and basically you can if you look what is a thematic area of the talks today, then you will see something about modeling and reasoning. We will have two talks about testing and two talks about code generation and transformation. So we will actually look into modeling and programming heterogeneous cyber-physical systems. We will get an introduction into how to model combinatorial optimization problems. Then actually an extended view how to make these models even better, and then later how models of this kind actually can even be used for reasoning in policy making. All right, and the other aspect is testing. Our first speaker will be talking about using constraint optimization for testing. And we will also have another talk in the afternoon about a modern method for testing. The last aspect is code generation, and there we're going to look into two aspects. One, again, an application of constraint programming to code generation as used inside a compiler. And the last one is actually, I think, a very hot area where you look how you can actually transform code so that it takes less energy to execute that code without sacrificing efficiency. This event has a multitude of ways how to interact with the speakers and the hosts. So one of it is, Twitter. So with the hashtag SICS_SSW, SICS Software Week. And if you want to have Wi-Fi access, you can do that. I think it's also printed on the brochures, the access code. SICS is currently undergoing a reorganization, transformation, and actually SICS will become part of, or is actually part of RISE, and RISE stands for Research Institutes of Sweden, and we are in the process of becoming a good family member of that organization, right? So basically, it is an organization that incorporates all research institutes within Sweden. Right, you can talk to the speakers, so we have a so-called Mentimeter. I didn't know what a Mentimeter was until last week, but I learned. So that means if you go to menti.com and use that code, picked it up there, you can actually ask a question. So depending on the moderator or the speaker, I will then pick up the questions later or might forcefully interrupt the speaker if I see that fit, right? Okay, so, right, and as said, that we already had the hashtag. So the talks will be recorded, so you can download and get back to them later. And we will have a rather short coffee break, for which I have to apologize, right? After the first two presentations. And for lunch, you are all on your own, which is actually very easy here in Schulte. There are restaurants even inside Schulte Science Tower, but if you go into the Schulte Galerie, into the mall, you will find something for lunch. All right. This is actually all that I wanted to say as a welcome. So we are a little bit early, and I think we should be fair enough to wait, the proper time slot for our first speaker. If you already have questions now, shoot, right? But I don't think so. We're 5 minutes early. Don't you worry. They're going to find out. Yeah. Arnaud has been in the business for so long. I'm completely not worried. Maybe we already switched to your presentation. Where is it? Oh, this is David. This is also not this. So you got to get the clicker as well. So I have the great pleasure to introduce our first speaker, Arnaud Gottlieb. Arnaud is Chief Research Scientist at the Certer Center at the Similar Research Institute in Oslo, Norway. And I'm very happy that he agreed to come and tell us a little bit about how he has been using, together with his team, constraint optimization in software testing. Arnaud.